Okay, everybody. So you've created your cover for the 4-page program in InDesign, and you've exported it out as an or as a JPEG file. What you want to do now is bring it into a Word document, so the client will be able to edit other pages later. What you want to do is you want to open up Microsoft Word, go to File, and do a new document. And by default, it should make that an 8.5 by 11 document. Typically, that's what it will do in Word. Now, what you want to do is it comes in as a portrait document. You want to make it a landscape or horizontal document. So if you go to Layout, you can go to Orientation and do Landscape. Okay, next thing you want to do is you want to bring your image in. So what we'll do is we'll go to Insert and go to Insert Picture and Picture from File, and we'll navigate to wherever it was we saved that JPEG. There's mine. So I'm going to Insert, and it shrinks it down to fit in like the size of the windows or the Word text pane, right? Which is not what we want. We want to make it original size, and we want to have it over here to the right and send it up. So what happens is we'll right click on this, and on your Mac it's going to be Control right click, I believe, and do Format Picture. Or actually we're going to do Size and Position. And we get the Advanced Layout box. First thing I'm going to do is go to Text Wrapping. And what's happening is this is interacting with the text box. We want to do probably, let's do through, and hit OK. That should let us move it a little more freely. And then we'll go back to Size and Position. And the height is the absolute height of the image, which was 8.5. The width is 5.5. Okay. Position, what we want to do is we want to do alignment to the right of the page. And vertical, we want to absolute position of 0 to the page. And that should put it up at the top. Let's see if we can make that 0. And allow overlap. And let's hit OK. And so we've got it. It still didn't put it directly at 0, but now we can move it and position it right where we want it. Okay? So we're halfway done with this document. Now, something else we want to do is we want to put a piece of text that clearly makes clear that this is the special thanks page on the back side of that. So what you'll do is go to Insert, and you want to insert a text box. So click up here and get the Draw text box, and click and drag. And okay, so you've drawn your text box. What you want to do is enter your text in there. In this case, we're going to say special thanks to colon. And what we're going to do is select that text, and under the Home tab here, that's where we can edit the text, and we can just start typing in Times New Roman, and it'll fill it. And then again, this is just where you kick into design mode. I can zoom out down here in the bottom right. And I'm going to probably bring that font up to about a 20-point font, maybe more, 26. And again, think about how I fill that page and use that page. Again, it probably wants to be centered. So that looks pretty good. And I can go in and change the color and anything I want to do here and pick a color. Now it's going to be hard to match that Wesleyan purple, so you may want to stick with black. Okay, so I could do that. And then the last thing I would need to do is go to bring in my CETL logo. And again, that's going to be insert, and I don't have that right now, but it's the same way you did the front page. You want to insert a picture from your file, picture from file, and then locate that logo and just place it the exact same way you did the front page. And then when that's done, you're kind of done. Now you can do more on this back, more designy stuff on the back if you want to. That's up to you. But again, a lot of information comes later for that back page also. So you want to make sure you have plenty of space reserved for that. And then what you can do is when you're finished, just go to File, Save, and call this Canvas-C Program, and your last name, and save it as a Word document, do.docx or .doc, but the default is fine, and save that. And you're done with this project. So hopefully you can, again, it's a challenge because you don't have a lot of information, so you have to be, really creative as to font choices and color choices and your layout, and see what you can come up with. Again, there are many, many more options that you have when you're working in InDesign, so you can kind of play around in there a little bit more than you can in Word. So hopefully that helps. Again, I know we're under a tight deadline for this, so hopefully this stuff will be useful to you all. All right, thanks.